Okay, 1322. Good luck. We got white with our last game, so we have got black this time. Opens with d4, so I'll just match it with d5. Our opponent, 1100 games. Actually quite similar. I think I'll develop the knight. I've gone just through 1000 games. Okay, he's playing very quickly here. What do I want to do? Bishop up is obviously a move. It might encourage a big attack. I think I'll play c5 and just see what he's going to do with his king. But I'm in principle going to castle this side. I generally go kingside castling, you know, the more old-fashioned way to do it. Now he has launched one. So bishop up, if he goes here, you're generally good to meet it there. But right now if he goes here, we've got a pawn push. So I'm going to develop here. You'd probably play knight up, but it's a development move for both of us. So, do I take here? I'm going to go here first to guard this, and I'll just trade the bishop as and when I need to. Is it better to go 1 or 2? You can run into a problem if you go up 2, so I've got to be prepared if he pushes to take, but I think actually it looks alright, doesn't it? Very nice attacking setup from opponent, very dangerous. I could drop the bishop back and try and deal with this as well. I could push up and see if he drops back, but I think I'll castle for now. I'm looking at this move though. If bishop takes, pawn takes. Do I want to play a move like this? But it kind of takes away a little bit of risk, I think. Knight up might be a move as well right now, because if he takes, I take, and there's a pin. Here, we're going to collect. So I think knight up might be a good move here. The knight up we can trade, but yeah, I'm not sure I'm quite so keen on that. I've got pawn up I can take. I'm not quite sure what to do here. I will play knight 4 just because I'm not sure what to do. I expect knight up, but he's playing very quick, isn't he? Playing really quick here. But knight up I've got the option to trade. He can just take with his bishop, he's fine. I'm also looking at bishop back. Oh, he's kicked me back straight away. So I could trade and drop back. If I go here, knight out wide, I guess I can just drop back. I know, knight out wide, yeah, he does have it. I'm going to go here to try and deal with this, but I'm not sure what I'm actually going to do. I expect knight out wide. He's playing it silly fast, but he's playing it rather well. But again, oh, he's come in over. Okay. I'm going to take that. He's playing this crazy well, actually. He really is playing very, very well. Very sharp stuff. So I've got queen up to attack the pawn. Is it an actual threat? I don't know, but I'm going to play it. I'm just going to come here, develop the queen, hit the pawn. I'm looking at pawn up or takes, but that gives him a nice big connect 4. Excuse me. So what's he done? Well, he's played knight up, so we've got a pawn. But if the king goes here, we've then got a check, right? So if I take and he blocks, he's going to miss that. His bishop is now home. So I think I take the pawn because we attack the bishop. If he blocks, we win the bishop. King to the corner, we can take the bishop or we can check. What does he do here? Bishop block is probably the best move. I can take the bishop and then trade. Yeah, he's really unlucky. He's played a very dangerous opening. It's just a simple mistake, very dangerous opening. Obviously, we have to hope our queen isn't trapped. Say rook or bishop blocks here. If you go with the rook, I guess I've got knight take because we attack the queen, but we're going to win the bishop, and then can we trade other things off and not get our queen trapped? That's the main thing. So he has gone with a bishop. Now, I can take the bishop first because I attack the queen. Queen here, we can take there anyway, but it's probably safer just to take and we threaten the knight. Take, knight takes, bishop takes. Actually, it might be better to take the bishop first because we create all sorts of pressure and we simplify a bit. So if I take here, I'm threatening a discovered check. Rook takes, I take here, right? So take, I attack the queen as well. I don't see what else he's got. Say he moves the bishop, I take the queen. I'm going to take there first. I've gained a piece and I'm attacking another piece all over the place. I'm threatening a discovered check. The rook takes, I take the bishop. Then as long as my queen can run somewhere, I should be fine and up a piece. As long as I've not missed something, which I could do, of course. So that's what he's done. No, I don't think I'd take with a bishop here. Move like knight back's annoying. Let's just take. Then as long as we get our queen out somewhere and we're not trapped, then we've just cleaned up a piece and we're threatening to break through. It's a good concept our opponents played, isn't it, though? A good basic opening there, very attacking. If the knight moves, we just trade the queen. We're up a piece, so just get the queens off if you can. It removes an awful lot of the risk. And then we're threatening just to take on d4 and crash through the centre. So he's played rook up to attack our queen, logical. Now we can't go here. We could step forward and offer a queen trade, or we can come back. We offer a queen trade and we hit the pawn, but there's more danger of getting trapped there. I don't like the look of that, so I'm going to drop back. If he takes here, I'm fine just to take back, as long as he doesn't get some magical quick attack in with the queen and the knight. But here I just take. I might have to play pawn up. But I'm trying to take in the centre and open things up for the rooks. That's what I'm aiming for. So he's played b3, so I'm going to capture now. And if takes, I've got knight takes, we'll attack the rook, and we can then activate our rook. He's taken. Okay, I don't see any reason not to take here. We get a tempo attacking his rook. We guard our bishop. We're threatening a move like queen back to create a discovery threat. The knight can't jump to attack our queen. So if you push the pawn to attack, we just take the rook. And my queen's got lots of options to retreat now. Otherwise, we just want to try and get the rooks into play. Target the open file, that sort of concept. So he's played rook across, logical. So I've just got to watch out for some sort of dangerous attack. But queen across now. Well, hold on, has he blundered? He has blundered actually, hasn't he? It isn't logical. I've got a knight check. Looked like a good move at first, but actually, yeah, paying attention, there is a knight check there. There's not a lot white can do, to be fair. It's a very difficult position in it once you've gone wrong. He might just resign and get on with another game soon, because it is played in an arena, this. If he takes, I'm going to get the queen back into the game with a check, and then I'm going to play rook across. I'm not too bothered about this pawn now. Drop your king back. Now I'm going to develop the rook. If the knight moves, I'll simply trade the queen. And we're up too much material now. It doesn't mean we can't mess up and blunder something on mouse slip, of course. But we're up a lot of material now. Okay, so he's played knight up, so I think it makes sense just to trade. We could play knight down, but there's no reason to take any sort of risks whatsoever here. So I'll give my king an emergency square, just so that's been done, and I'm not going to blunder the back rank mate in one move. And now I just want to activate the extra rook that we've got. We've got a couple of pawns as well. Comes forward to attack the bishop. So let's just jump up and attack the knight, and then we can maybe throw a check in, go after a pawn. Okay, we won't throw a check in because he's covered it. So I guess we'll activate the rook here. Actually, look, I'm trying to get the rooks doubled up. It doesn't matter if I lose the odd little bit of material here and there because I'm up an awful lot. But if I just do one mouse flip somewhere and a rook vanishes, then it's suddenly a close game again. Okay, so he's played across to attack the rook and pawn, so now I can go forward and check and try and collect here. So he's come forward, so I can check here. Can we set up a mating net? Check, and you've got two moves. Either way, we can go here. So if you go here, it's checkmate, so you have to go here. So here, you have to go here. Check. You have to come down. King up, and we're threatening checkmate, right? It's a bit brutal. I had one of these. I've just had one of these in a bullet game as well, in a very similar position with a checkmate here. But we're threatening check. If he goes here, it'll be checkmate. Actually, no, he's got a square here, and it's not checkmate. He's got a square here, so we need the other rook forward. So do I go here then? So it's not quite mate, so he can go here, check and collect. No. Just in case I'm missing something, I'll just collect the pawn and guard this and get my other rook across. So he's played knight over, gone after the pawn and the bishop. It really doesn't matter either way. Check. I don't want to do this. I'm just going to go here and go after the pawn. See, I'm just trying to get my rook into play. Okay, now we're just a clean rook up. And I don't really mind how I win games. I just want to win them and not mess them up if I can. And we'll get the other rook into play shortly again, obviously, unless he goes here, then we'll go here. And make sure we don't blunder a stalemate. It does happen. So let's activate the rook. So again, we're creating a checkmate threat now because the king can't step forward. Again, I guess you can block, so technically not quite a mate now unless he goes here. So he has seen that. He's done well. Let's just chuck the pawn up and threaten to pin the rook. There's nothing wrong with him playing on just in case I mess it up, but equally the game is played in an arena, so you could just resign and move on and play another game in the arena. Oh, my opponent's now left the game, yeah. At least this time it's only given a small countdown. I had this earlier on in the game and it had to wait well over a minute. My opponent's gone and left the game. Better just to resign. He's chosen to leave the game there. Okay, so the game is now over, but at least I didn't have to wait too long for that one. So let's see what it was in engine language. So there are 34 moves. They're the move times for both players there. Right, it's already running through. In particular, when you do this, you're just trying to learn mainly from opening mistakes. Or if there's some sort of nice principle that you're maybe not aware of that you suddenly learn from. Yeah, so 98 versus 86 on your accuracy. He's only got one inaccuracy and one blunder, that's it. He's found all best moves otherwise. See, good effort on it, really good effort. Been a very dangerous opening setup. I don't tend to go in for these more attacking openings myself. But this is all good. Nothing much being flagged, but I shouldn't have played knight forward there. I should have developed the queen first. That's the first sort of inaccuracy. So bishop back was okay. Yeah, should have played knight out wide instead of coming in over. And then we just get the blunder here with knight up. And suddenly we can take and win a piece. So it then becomes very difficult for our opponent to play, of course. But I find it all good moves, albeit from a struggling position. You see, nothing's been flagged. That's where sometimes these accuracy figures can be a bit misleading when there's not a lot of options, for, especially for either player. And we're just trying to basically convert and get the win without messing it up. That's all we're trying to do. It doesn't matter how you get there. And then opponent just leaves the game at the end there, so we got the win. So it is what it is.